Well, hi guys. I appreciate all the comments that you guys have left me. They mean the world to me, and they're inspiring. I've lived in my head for so long that I almost don't know what it's like to have a conversation with with anybody on the outside, because people just don't conversate anymore. They don't want to sit around and talk. They want to sit on their phones and all this. I do want to go live. I would love to start going live, and we read the Bible. We can talk about whatever. I want to be more in depth. I want to find a path that leads me to where I would like to be. But I need 50 subscribers to go live, and I think it said I got 12. So if there's anything you guys want to see, anything that might mean something to you, then let me know. Comment and leave your words and your thoughts and your opinions and whatever, because I'm here for it. I'm absolutely okay with criticism. I'm not obviously not the best person in the world, but I got a good heart, and my intentions are usually in the right place. Sometimes I do let the anger and the opinions of my angry heart, get in the way, but I usually control that pretty well. I'm, uh, today I'm feeling better. I've realized that I've got to quit smoking weed. I've smoked it hardcore for 13 years now. Hard, like dumb amounts, just ridiculous. Nobody should be smoking that much, And I mean, I'm not talking about like those rapper guys that are smoking ounces a day, but I mean, I was smoking a lot, and been so fogged for so long that there's still a lot of things I'm processing and I haven't moved past. My childhood in particular, like I said, it was good, but going into my teenage years, that's when I started really getting confused, and misguided, and I was following all these paths that I thought were cool, all the cool guys do that stuff, and that's, I don't want to be cool anymore. I don't care about being cool. I don't care about impressing people. I want to have humility. I want to be vulnerable. I want to show younger men and teenagers and even kids that it's okay to have emotions and feel, but we need to do it in a right way, so that way we're not letting out more than we need to, and we're not keeping in what we need to. But right now I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do, and right now I'm waiting on taxes to come in. My girl's mother, she's gonna give me a little bit of money, and I'm gonna get me back into a vehicle, and I'm gonna be on a different path, on a different road, and we're gonna do things, man. And with you guys' support, with all of you, and then God, guys, with all of you lovely people's support, and words. I mean, we can do a lot, and we can reach out, and we can do something more than nothing. Because I've always felt that I'm different. I remember I was my granddad, before he passed away. He and his second wife, they was Pentecostal preachers in Temple, Oklahoma, and I remember I was sitting in the service, and we had a guest preacher, and he was talking and talking and talking, and he just stopped. He just stopped, and he looked straight at me. He said, "You're meant to spread God's word." He said, "There's something so special about you, and I guess emotions and stuff like that have always been real different for me. I didn't grow up with a lot of, hey, let's talk about it. It was more I figured it out all on my own, which wasn't the best, but it helped in some ways. But I'm just waiting on a truck, and once I do that, I can, you know, even if the weather, it's getting real crappy outside right now, but it's all going to look up from here. And like I said, with you guys' support, we can help people. We could do things. You know, I don't know what you guys would like to see. You know, I don't know what would bring us all here as a whole. But let me know. You know, I just want to be more involved in the world. I don't want to stray away from it. I want to call out the bad and bring in the good. You know, I try not to be too opinionated, because, you know, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, and some opinions are just bad. Still feeling real confused, you know, sometimes mentally, especially when I go to start trying to talk and keep my thought path, you know, straight and narrow. But we're gonna do it. You know, because I can be real ornery, you know, and I was raised with a, you know, don't give up. Don't, you know, you got to have some grit in you. You know, you get down. You know, the devil brings you down to the ground. You come up. You know, snatching the knee and the ankle off of him. You know, and biting some skin off of him. You know, just you give it to him. So I'm a little bit ornery, and I guess I just become real soft. You know, real lost my grip. But we're gonna do good. You're gonna do good, you know, and God loves you all, and I do too, you know. And there's good people out there. There's people that'd give you the world just for being a good guy, you know. And you know, when I say the world, I don't mean, you know, materialistic possessions and worldly possessions. I mean, you know, you get somebody pours their heart into you. Somebody, you know, you can see the kindness in their eyes. You know, they put their hand on your shoulder. You say, you're not alone. You know, stuff like that. But this is a start. This is a start to a better path. You know, and maybe this is the outlet that I needed, because it seems you can't do anything these days without internet and social media and. Everybody, you know, we got people on here posting awful stuff, and they're getting money for it, you know. And there's no need to be talking dirty and talking about women and you know, some of the jokes, you know. It's just like we're wasting our time doing things that are meaningless, you know, instead of sitting down with our families and reading the Bible or just having a good conversations. You know, we're scrolling on our phones, we're watching the newest series, we're spending hours and hours and hours, you know, looking at a screen. And that's why our ancestors were so good at some of the things they did, you know, because they had time for it and they were okay with it. And that's what that's another thing I'm really struggling with, is just sitting here thinking, you know, sitting here getting a plan together, sitting here in silence, sitting here with nothing. I am right now, you know. Got the TV off, I got the heater going. I just drank my last cup of coffee, which sucks. I have to go inside and brew some more, but I don't really want to go in there. I just feel like I'm a real bother, you know, and that's okay, because I am. I shouldn't be living, you know, in another person's you know, well, shed. But I shouldn't be relying on another person to, you know, help me. You know, I should be doing these things on my own. And I don't know, I don't got any skills. Like I said, I did a little tree work, you know, but I've been so hard on my body and my back that I don't think I can do hard labor anymore. It's you know, I remember I threw my back out probably 8 months ago. I couldn't walk right for a week, you know, and I ain't got the money to go to a chiropractor and all that. And so I just want to be careful. I mean, my ideal is, you know, I'd love to get on a ranch. I was never, you know, blessed enough to be around, you know, horses and livestock and stuff like that. But I guess that's always been my real passion, is to be a part of something like that, because those are the best types of people. Sorry, that's not true. Those are some of the better people of the world. There's many walks of life that they're the best type of people, and I don't mean to I don't mean to make one sound better than the other. I guess it's just who I am as a person. Or I just love to be able to hold events, hold cookouts, hold stuff for kids, stuff to talk to young men and women, to growing into from adolescents into teenagers, and teenagers into young adults, and young adults into full-fledged adults, so they don't have to go through what I've gone through mentally on my own accord, and other people as well, because there's people have it far worse off. I'm not sleeping under a bridge. I've got a little warmth. I can go in there and make some ramen if I'm hungry. So I don't have it bad, but I don't have it good either. My dad, he never did anything for me. He was on pills since I can remember. I think my first real memory was I guess I was about 4 years old, and I went into our kitchen at the time, and I think there was Legos, and I went in to make some, and I remember my dad, he got out of bed and he come in there and he jumped on top of me and he smacked me across the face, and I was so confused. I guess it was about the pancakes. I don't know. That was my first memory. And then the second one I remember is, I guess I was about five-ish, and my dad attacked my pop. My pop, he's an awesome man. The type of, I'll give you a little example. Every day I'd wake up, me and my little brother for school, every day, without doubt, I'd open the front door, and my pop would have two maple long johns and 2 chocolate milk sitting there every morning for me and my little brother. That just shows you the type of guy. He was consistent. He was there. He did what he said he was going to do, and he never once broke his word to me or to my brother or to anybody that I remember. But in the same sentence, he was ornery and stubborn too. He had a friend. His friend was named Chuck Murdoch, and he was friends with him from high school. Back in he graduated in '64, so they were friends in high school. And remember, my pop, I guess Chuck said something one time to him. It was probably about 2014. He said something to him, and my pop wouldn't forgive him. He wouldn't go out and talk to him. Chuck drove up to the house and he said, I really need to talk to Ronnie. I just want to apologize and go back in there and say, hey, Pop, said Chuck's out there, and he said he'd like to talk to you. He goes, tell him to go. He said, I don't want nothing to do with him. Just like that, my pop, ceased the friendship. So that, as sweet as he was also he's also ornery. But that's a whole nother story about my grandpas and my grandmas and everything else, But I've had good role models, and I should be further off and better than I am right now, and I will be. For my girls, for my girls' mother, for my mama, for all my relatives that are looking down on me, for my 2 babies in heaven. I'll be better. So if you guys, if there's anything specific you want to talk about or see or whatever, leave it at the comments. And listen, I'm not technologically advanced at all. I didn't even get an iPhone until I was like 25, and I didn't even know how to use the wallet pay until last year. So I'll be a little bit slow on the comments, and if I don't get to your comment, then I think you can pin a comment at the top, and I'll do my best to try to get back to each and every one of you. And if I don't, it's because I lost patience, scrolling, because it's hard for me to scroll for 20-30 minutes reading and it'll get better. That'll get better. But I'm not looking for views. I'm not looking for fame. I just want to help people. I want to help people get out of positions, and truly good individuals that want to better their life. That's where I'd love to be. So if you guys got anything, reach out, put it in the comments, and once I get 50 subscribers, I'll start going live. We'll do like a live every Monday night or something. We read the Bible, go through some, because a lot of people, especially guys my age, will read the Bible, and I really won't understand it, So if me being younger, reading the Bible can help others relate, then then we're doing awesome. We're really working on something. And if there's anybody in Oklahoma that'd give me a chance on some work, I don't really care what it is. Mainly I want to put some money in my daughter's, my daughter's passed, so they their mama's working real hard right now, and she's doing the things she needs. She come from drug addiction to where she is now. She's completely sober, and she's doing awesome. And so that's first and foremost. I want my babies taken care of. I would like to take care of my babies, not I want them, because that would mean that sounds demanding. That's first and foremost. But I'm legally blind without glasses, and these guys are about to fall apart. It looks pretty ridiculous, huh? Those guys are about to fall apart. They're old prescriptions. And like I said, if anybody could help me get a job, doing something, I don't really care what it is. And my body can't, my back, not my body, it's really my back. My back can't handle too much hard labor, but I'll do whatever I need to. If you guys know anything, anyone, anywhere, that needs anything, I'll clean toilets, but I won't work for somebody who's not good to me, and that's why I've had trouble with jobs in the past, is because they want to take advantage of me. They don't want to, they want me to be a slave, and they don't want to pay the wages, and we're far past that. So yeah, if you guys, I love you all, and I hope God's watching over you, and I'm gonna pray tonight for everybody. And I may not know your name, but we're all connected spiritually, and God knows who I'm talking about. God knows, who's here, with heartfelt intentions to support me. So yeah, guys, have a beautiful, I don't even know what day it is, Monday. Have a beautiful Monday. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful night. Go home, kiss your family. If you ain't got a family, call your mama. If you ain't got a mama, do something you truly love that makes you feel good. Whether it's watching a movie, whether it's making your favorite food, having your favorite beverage. Do something that makes you happy. All right. Well, like I said, I'll do an outro here. My name's Braden Wayne Peevler, and we're gonna do this.